Holy bleep, you guys, that is not a typo. I can't believe what's in this box. Again, not a typo. Hey everybody, Ethan here, and you're on my side of the room. Today, we're going to talk about my second favorite bass. don't listen to me. First favorite. So in our last episode of me having a new bass, I got the Greco, and I bought it from ZEMAITIS USA. ZEMAITIS is normally in Japan, but they have a US presence, which made this happen for incredibly cheap compared to what it would have cost me to buy it from Japan and have it shipped and the import duties and the whole bit. So, lightning strikes again already. I hadn't even paid this off yet when this happened. So as told in the Sunday video, this is now paid off. So I really do own this. And this is a lifetime commitment bass. And I love this bass so hard. But now it's time for what you really want to see. And what you all came here for. Let's check out this. Yes. This just happened. This is not a typo. This is not photoshopped. This is a genuine ZEMAITIS bass. I'm so thrilled that I literally have the ZEMAITIS page up on my iPad, and every day I hit refresh, and every day it said sold out. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be like that way for like probably till the end of the year, whatever. When they finally make some more or whatever. And it was on the weekend, this past weekend, that it suddenly said add to cart. Like, no, come on, no, you did not make more of these. And I hit add to cart, and then it kept letting me go through the process. Like, okay, I guess I'm getting this already. So yes, I did finance this. I don't normally advocate doing that. I prefer to plunk down the money and just have it be paid for and be done with it. This is an exception. No different than if I was to go buy a Ferrari, even like at a smoking amazing price, I'd probably have to get a car loan. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the deal with this. And I'll have more to say about spendings and the monies in another video. But we're going to focus on the ZEMAITIS because this is what you guys want to see and hear about. All right, so what do we know and when did we know it? Well, as of today, because that's when I unboxed it, this is a Gibson style 4-string bass. It's got etched duralumin as its selling point, and it's so etched that, and I'll put in screenshots or whatever of this, but it's got the etched ZEMAITIS stuff here. It's got it on the bridge even. And again, I'll take close-up photos or video and we'll put all that in here. Got a hip shot bridge. You got custom J pickups. They won't say like custom what. So we're just going to assume these are ZEMAITIS brand pickups unless otherwise noted. You can't just get at the truss rod through this. So you've got the famous truss rod cover up here. You got the ZEMAITIS Z at the headstock. The wood is Eastern mahogany for everything you see here, except the fretboard is rosewood. There are 22 jumbo frets with a 42 millimeter nut width, and it is a bone nut. I was concerned because of the black finish, and it's not so much a black finish so much as it's, I think, like black wood, I think is the deal. I really don't want to scuff this and find out, but, you know, we'll see. But either way, the Greco is my gold standard for just a quality base. And I do not for 1 minute regret buying that Greco, and I love it to death. And it's not going away. This does not replace the Greco. This is in partnership with the Greco. What's missing from behind me is the Schecter. So the Schecter gone. My brother bought it, which I appreciate. But I knew that if I could get this, the Schecter was doomed, because it's not going to live up to this. But few things will, in my estimation. Now, ZEMAITIS sent a certificate of authenticity. First of all, to my amazement, this was made in 2017. I really thought this was something that they just finished putting together. So what they must be doing is they must have X amount that they made, well, in 2017 that are probably housed in Japan somewhere. And they probably sent some stuff over here to the U.S. and allocated some stock for the U.S. market, and here it is. Trust me on this. If you want one, go to the ZEMAITIS U.S. website, Google it. I'm not going to link it because, again, this is not sponsored, and I do not link to stuff because I want to reinforce that I have no connection to the company whatsoever. They're not putting me up to this. They have no idea I'm making this video. I'm sure they appreciate it because I'm not going to say anything nasty about their product for what I paid for it. But you can Google it and you can definitely check this out. And if you want one, get one. Because if you don't, they're going to be gone. And then you're going to be looking at this video saying, man, I blew it. Yeah, you blew it. So get cracking. All right, so this base is very much a statement. So is the Greco in its own way, but more so with this. You will get noticed. You will get questions. People are going to wonder, what is that? Where did you get it from? Why don't I have one? Here, hands up, let me rob you right now, because you can't just go to the store and get one of these. I mean, you really got to want to. Now, where have you seen ZEMAITIS before, you ask? Well, if you watch Bandmade, the rhythm guitar player plays a ZEMAITIS 6-string and also a ZEMAITIS acoustic. She is sponsored by ZEMAITIS. So her acoustic is a mere $3,000, and her guitar is something on the order of $3,000. So see the trend? This was not $3,000. This is why I'm so high on that ZEMAITIS website. The Greco I got for smoking cheap. I got it for half of what it would have cost me if I was walking around Japan and plunked down equivalent money, USD to yen, to just be standing there in Japan and buy one. I bought that for half of that shipped to me without having to go to Japan. Plus, buying that from Japan would have involved import fees and stuff that doesn't get factored in the cost when people are dazzling you with like this plus shipping. That was less than 600 shipped new. So yeah. So here we are with this. Right now, if you look at places like Reverb and eBay to find a new one of these, you're going to probably be getting it from Japan. Because previously, you couldn't go to the ZEMAITIS website and get one of these. So again, if you want it, get it. Just stop watching this video. I'm not offended. I get it. If you want it, go get it. Because when they're gone, they're gone. All right? And then I don't know when they're going to have more in. Don't ask me in the comments because I have nothing to do with these guys. You can talk to ZEMAITIS yourself. But when I saw this, the minute I saw, like when I bought the Greco, I hit the ZEMAITIS link. Like, well, what else do they make? And I saw that bass, like, oh my God. Oh my God, there it is. I got it. It's the one. It's the one. And I've done this before with Schecter. Like, oh my God, they're elite. They're SLS elite. I got to have it. And then I tested it, all their video, and hated it. Well, not hated, like loathed it, but I mean, just I already had a Schecter, and it was just an expensive Schecter, and it wasn't doing anything above and beyond for me that my Schecter didn't already basically do. So I have other jazz basses. I've got the Greco, I've got the Sire. So the question is, like, what does this do other than look amazing that they don't? Well, the Greco made it very difficult to play anything else in my arsenal because the tone is so rich, right? And it's got string through construction, which this does not. But the resonance and the rich tone, like again, the guys at church and stuff, when I do my weekly service there, when I played it, they were just like, wow, you know, it just sounds unlike anything you've ever brought in here before. And well, yeah, you know, because it's roasted maple and it's that Pau Ferro fretboard. This is mahogany with rosewood fretboard. My only gripe, and it's fixable, so I'm not super worried about it, is the frets are a little bumpy, but I'm not gonna, I wouldn't like take a star off the rating over that. It's just, part of it's just a tactile thing. Part of it's like, well, get your fret file out and nick it. You could arguably say, like, well, they should have done all that when they were doing their 68-point inspection or whatever, but you know what? It is what it is. I mean, some of that, I'd rather that they did kind of err on the side of like my personal preference rather than try to, like, you know, scrub it down to the nth degree, and then what's it costing me, you know? So the incredible value that this represents, that I could get this from them, shipped to me, yes, financed, but shipped to me. Yeah, I'm not going to cry over bumpy frets. And again, it's not like it's like shredding my fingers to do it. It's just bumpy, that's all. The strings that it comes with are fine. I don't know what these are. I don't really like round wounds, but that's kind of how it goes with some of this stuff. I've got some String Joys in reserve. I'm not sponsored by String Joy. I bought them from Amazon with my own money. I've got another pack coming with my own money. That continues to be the trend. If String Joy would like to do something about that, I'm certainly certainly open to them to call me and talk about it. But I don't anticipate it, and I don't actively seek it out. Same with ZEMAITIS. They sponsor people and give them guitars and stuff. I'm not that guy. I'm not that good that they would do that. Which begs the question, okay, I'm not that good. Why do I have this? Well, as told in a previous video, I burned my ships in the harbor and got rid of my guitars. Something I thought I would never do because I committed to the bass. And it's really paid off for me. I'm playing bass way better than I've ever played any instrument ever. And, you know, you can have your fun in the comments about, you know, if you think I'm any good or not, and then like who you've heard was better, like your 4-year-old niece or something. That's fine. I don't care. You do you. I'm me. This is my video and my bass that I just bought, and that's where we're at. But I believe I've proven to myself the level of commitment that I've made to playing the bass. And a quality instrument like this, that's a lifetime investment. And that's the word. This is a lifetime investment. Now, he says it in his, you know, being over 50. So, I mean, really, a stick of gum could be a lifetime investment for all we know. But, but anyway, all right. Custom J pickups. Custom what, I don't know. So I'm going to assume it's ZEMAITIS unless they say otherwise somewhere. You got volume, tone. It is a passive bass. Fine by me. You got the jack down here where I like. All good. So here's the time. It's time to plug this in and check it out. I am not Lobster. I'm not going to play the whole neck. I don't have some playing figure that... I notice, like, every time Lobster demos a bass, it's always the same fingering pattern, because I think that he's worked out a thing to kind of play all 4 strings and kind of reasonably far up and down the neck so you get a good range of stuff. Yeah, I'm not that guy. I haven't come up with that sort of strategy yet. So I'm going to play some stuff, and we'll see how we do. Now, one other quick note before I get into that. YouTube is terrible for tone demos. The way they compress the sound is such that you're not going to really get an accurate depiction of what this really sounds like without actually being in the same room with me. So there's that. Secondly, I use the Momix. Ta-da! Not sponsored. And this does not tone shape. It's strictly, these knobs are volume. That's all they do. So there is none of this adjust the bass or treble cut or some such thing like that. Nope. Well, what I've found with any of my basses, but especially J basses plugged through this, is if you start messing with the different tone knobs, or volume knobs rather, and go like say down here and just go strictly bridge, it sounds very honky and nasally or whatever. It's just very mid-rangey in ways that it actually isn't if you played it through, say, your amp or something. Because again, tone shaping that you're going to get from that sort of stuff. I'm pointing at my amp, you can't see, but it's over there. Tone shaping in ways that the Momix just doesn't do. This is just raw, the bass with the tone knob. And the tone knob is currently rolled off to nothing. All right, enough yak. Tones, or sound, whatever. Action. Let's try bringing the tone up a bit. So I've still got both pickup stuff maxed. Let's do tone about half. All right, one thing I haven't tried screwing around with yet, and we'll see how that goes, is slapping. I make no guarantees here. Is this sustain ever going to shut up? Good grief. And that's not string through. Still going. All right, so let's wrap it up. Something of a sound demo. I mean, not the greatest. I get it. It is what it is. I'll see what I can do down the road, but just to kind of give you an idea, like it's not crap. It's not buzzy. It's not, I don't know what, like a pretzel knot of a neck or something. It's just a fine instrument, man. But wowee, that sustain, I didn't even get that far yet. Like, as I just got it, like, what, 6 hours ago? So I'm learning more about it now, telling you guys, than I did just unboxing this thing. Yeah. These basses, man. The Greco with its sustain and that sound that it has, and then this, oh my God. I'm going to take this to the church on Sunday. Once. This is not something I want to just regularly take out of the house. Now, I said that about the Greco, like, I'm going to take it out of the house one time. Wrong. The reason for that is, I bought them to play them. All right. So no, I don't want to just like treat them like crap and sling them around like they don't matter. And I've got cheaper bases for that if that's what we're going to get into here. But I don't want to be afraid to play it. I don't want to be afraid to take it out of the house. This is not a museum piece. I mean, certainly looks like one, but it's meant to be used. So I intend to use it. But just as a regular habit of bringing this to the church, I just don't see this as being like the instrument for that. Maybe I'll change my mind, but just kind of know your audience, literally. When I'm doing harder stuff, as in like harder rock stuff, this is very much my bass of choice for that. And again, the Schecter is kind of like, it's for the harder rock metalhead kind of crowd, which I'm not. That's not to say I don't ever play anything hard. It's just, there's a difference between like metal and shredding and all that. And there's just a really hardcore thrash that I don't do. And then stuff that's harder than, harder in tone and all that than, say, Barry Manilow's. And frankly, this church I do the shows at, or the service for, a lot of Barbara Streisand. So ironically, this is going to be used for Barbara Streisand this coming Sunday, but it's not what it was intended for. So again, one time so the guys can ooh and ah over this, and then it goes to the vault for my personal enjoyment. All right, well, having said all that, thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep playing. Let me know in the comments, did you buy one? I want some kind of commission. Not sponsored, but I want commission. What do you think? What did you think? Let me know. Your feedback definitely does help. I do read your comments. I do respond to most of them. So Lay it on me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and catch you in the next video.